All righty. Make sure everybody can see our screen today. Screen, share, Sam. Yeah, it's amazing that soldier song came up when, the world is burning around us. Whether you like COVID or not, 90% of the beds are in ICU in the state of Georgia. I thought this morning are COVID patients. 90% of ICU beds are already taken. Then you got our president on vacation while, the trillions of dollars we spent in Afghanistan to secure that country has now been thrown down the proverbial toilet, and the many thousands of lives lost of American soldiers for nothing. So it was just eerie seeing the Taliban in charge of the country after we had assurances from our president that wouldn't happen. Now, I don't care to get political on our thing here, but y'all, the world is burning around us. So we as traders kind of like that, so to speak, if you're looking strictly at your profit and loss, because it creates volatility. Now, we thought last night, I thought that potentially we'd have a really big down move today, but apparently we don't care that, the southern border is open and now the Taliban is in charge and they have Black Hawk, helicopters and all of our equipment and all of our drones and stuff that we left there for them. So that's great. So we would expect them to exploit anything and everything to get their terrorists over here again. And fortunately, we hadn't had that in a while. So it looks like that'll be starting back at some point. So, it's just the world we live in. So I'm bitching and moaning today because I'm a little upset. So what does that mean? Well, it means for me that I'm getting a little bit on the nervous side with our trading. So what I did overnight and this morning is I closed some of my short puts in the micros. So I closed 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I did those today and I did some last night. So I don't think I've got any micro short puts today. Let's see. Yep, look, I'm out. I am out. And the great thing is we had built up such a nice little profit in them. Remember, we were selling them for $18 or more. So I got it out of one at $14.50, $17.25, $19.75. So I lost a little bit on two. And the ones I closed last night, I was able to close those more profitably. Let's see, I can't remember how to show my closes from yesterday. Anyway, so we closed a lot of those, and it looks like I had 3 of my shorts in the Black Swan hedge to harvest for 20 cents, which was really, really sweet. Because we want to get that Black Swan hedge, because if traders were to wake up today and see what's going on in the world and in the country, there is reason for fear to come into the market. Now, are we seeing fear in the market? Well, let's see. Let's just see what VIX is doing today. So VIX is up, wow, to 16.7. Man, are we scared to death. Up $1.23 today. I'm telling you, the fear is rampant. And y'all know I'm just joking. Ain't nobody scared. That's the problem. Nobody is fearful. So then we look and we go, well, what's our old skew driver doing today? Well, skew driver I went to the 32. Let's see, assign 32. I think that's the one I did after Jason fixed this. Let's see, 32, or did I go 28? Maybe I went 28. I think I did go 28. Sign 9, 13, closest to 30. So we don't have a 30. So, where do you go? 38, 32. So the one that's going about for 520, let's see, when that turns 520, is going about for 28 points out of the money. 28 or so. See that? 28. So we were 26 on this day. So let's see what today looks like. 8/16 looks like it's 28. 28. So, what does this tell you? Business as usual. BAS, right? No, BAU, business as usual. Oh, how can it be business as usual? How? Well, the Fed just keeps pumping money. It doesn't matter. So it'll probably take, the Taliban moving their people over here again. What was it? Trump let out 1,300 of them as a good gesture. I think he let 1,300 Taliban fighters go. So surely God, they're over in Afghanistan now, just plotting against us. So doesn't care if you're a Biden or Trump fan, they both did bad. And now we're in a pickle. But the markets don't think we're in a pickle. So let's go to the markets and let's see our little chart, what's going on for the day. AD line is dead. It's at -21. It is as flat as I've ever seen. Look at that. Flat, flat, flat. So our opening range today, first 15 minutes, went from about 44.42 to 44.51, about 9 points, nothing. The hourly mid-band is trunching down a little bit. VWAP has gone down a little bit, but price is above VWAP. We are right at the cash open of the day. Hourly mid-band is stepping down. Overnight low is here. We went below that. I was thinking surely on a day with all this garbage going on that we're going to go down here. But au contraire, we are now headed back up because ain't nobody scared of nothing. Let's go to the volume profile. Check out our little stuff and see how it's going, because we know this is where it'll really tell us what's going on. So we'll do the E-minis. All right. So where's price? Price did what we thought it would do. It would go up into here and it dropped back into the fair value zone. Now from fair value, where's it going? It's going back up into the overbought condition. So that does make me think, hey, if we're overbought, we might expect to pull back into here. We already had one pullback right today. And now we're going back to where we were here. So isn't it cool that the value area low is at the 50% line? Wouldn't surprise me at all at sometime this week if we had a pullback to the 43.96. But what do I know? Because we got a Fed that's just pumping money. So maybe we go to the 44.71 and ultimately to the 4,500, because people don't care that American soldiers died and for nothing. So we just gave the damn country back to them, to the Taliban. Hey, here it is. Oh, and by the way, we're going to leave our helicopters and all of our weapons behind so y'all can use those against us. So good job, y'all. Good job, America. Y'all remember when we used to go into wars and we win them? I mean, we didn't care, man. There'd be casualties of war. You kill civilians, you do whatever, but you know what? It saved lives, ultimately. Did World War II, did we save lives by dropping a bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Yes. Ultimately, we did. Was it a horrible day that we had to do that? Yes, it was. But if the bastard Japan had left us alone, and not killed our people in Pearl Harbor, we wouldn't have done any of that. So, war is a bad thing. I don't like it. I love people. I do. But when you got a bunch of idiots that are, terrorizing us, at some point you got to do what is necessary to win. And we don't do that anymore. We pussyfoot around like we did in Vietnam. Then we spit on our soldiers when they come back, and we're just not committed to the cause. So, so be it. Now we're just opening our border and letting everybody in to, do what they want to do. Spread COVID. They want me and you to get a mask and to get vaccinated, but by God, we don't care about those that are coming in. So just come on, come on. And we'll ship you to wherever and pay for everything. So at some point, this market is going to wake up, and at some point, we are going to have the correction that you and I are thinking about. Now, am I selling puts today? Oh, hell no. I ain't selling no put, not today, not with the crap that's going on. And I try not to watch the news, y'all, but I see everybody posting on Facebook, and then I got to look into it, and then I look into it and I get sick. So I ain't selling puts today. I am going into what I call defense mode. Right? I've told you what's happening. This business is usual in the market, but that doesn't mean it's not going to change tomorrow, the next day, Friday, next week, next month. It's coming. So now I've got to position myself to make sure that I am ready for what is about to come, because it's coming. All right. So with that being said, I've got all my little short puts closed. So what do we have on today and what do we need to do? So All right, part of my field orders was buying back the shorts and harvesting. So let's see what that looks like. So I bought these three 2450s at 20 cents. So let's go to our little handy dandy spreadsheet. So we can close this 27, 28. We got it saved. Let's see, we'll save that. Look at it again tomorrow. See if the world finally wakes up. Where am I going? I'm going to my Black Swan hedgy. Here we go. All right, so I bought the 2450s, 3 of them for 20 cents. So here's those, right? This is where I did it. So date of harvest, right? That would be, I guess, today, since it did it at 1 o'clock in the morning while I was gingerly asleep. So it happened on the 16th in the year of our Lord 21. Took me 61 days to harvest. Price of my harvest was 20 cents. So it cost me 35 bucks. Sweet. So now after I've harvested those, I need to change this. This is no longer a fully formed BCH. It is an after harvest loan puts. All right. So with that being said, let's see if there's anything else I need to fill out on that. I think no. So my final P&L on this, when this thing expires, it's going to make me $19.38. Isn't that cool? But so that's really good. So let's see how our hedge looks now. So now Bobby is looking good, y'all. Oh my gosh. I've got 3 completed 3x5 Black Swan hedges. So I've got 3 tranches of those. Then I've got 3 short puts in the BSH that have not been matched with the 5 longs. I'm waiting to fill those. Then that means I've got a total of 9 puts here plus 3 gives me 12. And how many long puts do I have left? I've got 30. So now I've got 12 shorts and 30 longs. No, additional long puts after the thing. So my total long puts, here it is. I got 45 long puts. I got 12 short puts, y'all. I like to keep that ratio. So 12 divided by 45 is 27. I like to keep that ratio under 0.6. Am I looking good? Oh, heck yeah. And all of this hedge so far has cost me $621.66. So that went up a little bit because I had to harvest those. Do the harvest. So average days to complete the hedge after I sell my shorts, 16. Average days to harvest my shorts is taking me about 69 days. All right, so let's look at the hedge. So now the hedge should be really, really strong. So let's go to the Analyze tab after we've looked at the market. And we're going to go ES. We're going to go all groups. And we're going to go single symbol. We're going to hide simulation. So we're just showing our positions. Doesn't that look good? Look at that, y'all. We ain't even turned it into a, look at that, man. That looks pretty good going up there. So let's go, let's change this to fall steps 4. Let's move this up to 15 so we can see what happens in the event of the crash. So now, here we go. Bunch that together and see what happens if we go down 20% and vol gets up to 60 to 75%, then we are up $41,000 to $72,000. Now, when you got idiots running the country like we have, and still on vacation and no press secretary, you know, wherever that little snooty huzzy is, she's on vacation. So what does that mean? I mean, it's pretty good. So let's take out our space trip trades because they're really not crash protection. Let's take those out. So we're going to take out the 10, 10, 7, 7 space trip. We're going to take out the 10, 10, 6, 6 space trip. And we're going to come back and look. Now, what does our little thing look like? You can go to your price slices, kind of get a feel for what it looks like. It says if we go down 20%, then we're going to be at $4,600. That sounds good, right? But it doesn't take into account the effects of volatility. So we go here to look at that. So if a VIX were to get to 60 to 75, and we have a 20% move down in the market, we're at 53,000 to 84,000. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like it that I have to put this insurance on. I like it that I have it on because of incompetence and because of those who cause fear in the markets. We should have no fear from Afghanistan now at all. Zero. But today we have the French president addressing his people. We got the German chancellor addressing her people, and crickets in the United States. Crickets. Because we're not the world leader anymore. So what's going to happen now is Russia and China are going to quickly recognize the Taliban as the duly noted leaders of Afghanistan, and ain't going to be crap that we can do about it, because we will not jostle with Russia with our current leadership. We will not jostle with Japan, and we'll just let them do what they want to do over there. And the great thing is neither Russia or China will have to do anything to invade or to hurt us in the United States, because all they've got to do, they've got a pawn that they can use, and that pawn is their ally, who is the Taliban. So anything that they want to do to us, they can just do it through the Taliban. So it's really, really good if you are a communist in China. You know, it's a great day for you. And if you are a Russian, it's a great day. I would be drinking vodka today, because the world is looking really good for you, not for us. All right. So with that being said, we've got, all right, what do we need to do? So this looks good, and the market is down. Remember, if we get a down move of 0.4 or more, feel free to add tranches. And someone mentioned in the thing today that they added tranches. So can I add tranches? So we're up, not, let's see, we're up now. We're down 0.3. That's close enough. I wish I had sold something here, right? That would have been better. I guess I could wait for the rest of the day, but let's just see if I were to put in another trade, how would it look on my analyze table? So that's what we can look at. So let's see, how would we do? We could add simulated trades here. Normally I just go to the trade tab. You can do it either way. I go to the trade tab, look at ES and say, hey, let's add another 3, see what we got. But first I need to check one thing. I've got working order for this to fill at $1.30, and it's $1.80. So this is, let's see what that one is. In other words, I want to see if I could do it now and have it, because I'm thinking I need more protection sooner than later now. And that's a good thing. You don't have to wait till $1.30 to fill that. You can go ahead and fill it at $1.80 if I wanted to, but let's see if I need to. So here's my buy. So let's see what we sold the short for. All right, so here's our, no, that's not it. What is it? Buy. That's not it. Let's go back here. Buy must be here the 60 day. All right, here we go. So we sold this one. What did we sell it for? We sold it for $3.25. Let's go to our handy dandy calculator. $3.25. Page our break-even tab. Sold it for $3.25. So if I were to buy this at $1.80, I would lose $12.52. What if I did it at $1.75? See, now I'm starting to think, hey man, I'd lose 2 cents. I don't even lose that. But now I'm thinking, man, I may need the hedges now. I need them. Something about happened. So I can still make $12.48. So I may change that order from $1.30 to $1.70. Let's do that. So let's go, because I think the world's about to explode. So we'll change this, and don't let my thinking, influence y'all, because the market says business as usual. Market does not say that we've got trouble, because everybody's doing their own little thing. They're on their little meme stocks. They're trading, Bitcoin, and everybody's preoccupied. That's fine. So we got that changed to $1.70. So hopefully that'll fill sooner than later, and go ahead and build my hedges up stronger and stronger. So now let's just see if we can add another one, another short. We got one short already. See if we can add another one. So we'll go out. We want to go more than 60 days, right? So we could go 74. What do we got here? 74. There we go. 315 there. And they've got 50 wide strikes. So let's just say if we sold 3 of these, 2,700s, 2,700s for 315. So we'll right click and we'll analyze the trade. All right, now let's make sure that's the only one we have. So we'll go hide simulations. We'll go to hide positions. so that we've only got that one little to-do there. That one. Now, when I uncheck it, it should show me nothing there. So check it there. So now let's see what it looks like. All right. So I'm going to change this also from the actual, with all this garbage on it, we just want to do ES so it shows all expirations. Now then, Bob. All right, so let's come up here. Oh, y'all are chatting about stuff. What do y'all say? Am I the only one missing audio? Okay, you got it now. I am out except hedges. Very good, Ken. Got to go to the dock. See you. Okay, so yeah, Ken, the only thing he's got on is his hedges now. I don't blame you. I mean, the world's crazy, y'all. So we're now if I have this one in, let's see what it does when I go show all. Now it says I'm down $100 on a drop, but let's see if that's indeed the case. Make sure we got everything marked that we need marked here. That's right. Yep. Yeah, now let's see what our hedge looks like. So an additional 3. So now on a 20% drop, we're up 23 to 44,000. Without that trade, we're up 53 to 84,000. So would I sell it today? How scared are you that the crash is going to come tomorrow? Well, the market skew and the, big green monster show us that, it's probably not coming. Everything is just business as usual. So I could do this, and let's do one other thing. Let's buy that at that. Another thing you could do also is you could also harvest these at 35 cents instead of 20 cents to make that thing stronger as well. So there's all different kind of things you could do to make your hedges stronger. So am I going to sell right now? Let me look. I'm going to follow the rules. The rule says, Bobby, don't put it on unless 2 consecutive red days. I don't even remember what Friday did. What Friday did. Looks like it was an up day. Friday was an up day. So we're at down 0.27. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait till it pulls back again to the 0.4 down, which it was earlier today. It was actually 0.5 or so. And when it does, I'm going to scoopy, and I'm going to sell me 3. So if you sold the 3 today when you were 0.4 or 0.5 down, brilliant. Y'all are special. And because what are you doing now? Price going back up. So you can start putting a GTC order to buy your longs back, and you're going to be okay. All right. So that's the Black Swan hedge. That's where I'm at. My hedge is pretty. And I'm going to wait for a down 0.4 down move, and I will go ahead and sell. In the 74-day expiration, I will sell to 2,700 or somewhere, depending on what prices are when that happens. All right, so let's go and look at what else it's got going on. VIX hedge is down today. Oh my gosh, if I can't make money on a down day with VIX up a little bit, that's horrible. That's okay. How's my space trip trade doing? Down 50 today. We're up 75 on that. This BSH is up $5 or 102. BSH 5 down a little bit. How is that possible? We're still up on the trade. Our second space trip trade is up $100, down a little bit on the day. We have no micro shorts because I got out of them. What's AIM doing today? Down $164. That ain't bad, y'all, on the day when the market is down as much as it is. And I want to show y'all something that I've done on AIM as well. I'm jumping around everywhere, but I want you to see it. This BSH 4 tranches, that's just the remaining loans we've already harvested. So there's no shorts there. So that's a little deceiving by saying it's 32 down because it doesn't show those shorts that we sold and then ultimately harvested. This BSH, I think that's a harvested one too, right? Yep. So then we got the 111 trades, baby. I like them. I like them a lot. That one's up $70. This 111 is up $110 up on a down day. I like it. This BSH, yeah, up a little bit. The second 111 looking good. Another 111 looking fine. BSH 7 shorts. I mean, look, here's another thing you could do, right? These are just the shorts. I mean, you could sit there and go, man, I'm scared today. I'm scared that the market's going to, go against me, blah, blah, blah. What could you do? Let's go over here. Focus, keystrokes. How do I use that thing? Keystrokes, spotlight, pen, spotlight. I don't want that either. Hold on a second. I don't know how to use my tools, y'all. There we go. So, you can take the money and run. Now it's down $22 because it's a down day, but if you're scared to death of having shorts, who cares? Take the $195 profit, run to the house. And I'm not going to because the rest of my hedges look really, really good. All right, this one, that's just the longs too. Nothing to do there. Broken wing butterfly is at 100%. That thing must expire today. Look at this. I didn't even know we had one. So that's the 43.65. It's at 100% profit. So I'll keep my eye on that one today. Broken wing butterfly. Okay, now look at this. Here's the cool one, right? Here was the 111, and I said, baby, wait till a down day. This is just the put spread that the put debit spread that I bought. And I said, hey, sell the 4010 when you can. Let's see what the 4010 is trading for. Trade MES 32 days. I say we'll go to 32 days. What's the 4010 selling for? Because if I put it on back then, I could have sold this for 20 bucks. 4010. 4010 is going for 1075. Unbelievable. That was a terrible call on my part. But we're at $21 today, and that whole trade is down just $41 on that put debit spread. So I said, full sell the 4010. All right, we're not doing that. Silver leaps. How's that looking? Oh my gosh, I'm up 15 bucks. Praise the Lord Jesus. Broken wing butterfly here is up 52%. And that one's on the put side. Got a Rick trade. I do not have one for today. Wasn't I smart? I didn't put one on. Probably been okay though if I put one on Friday. I just knew there was a lot of uncertainty in the market. Didn't feel like it. So here's a broken wing butterfly as well on the put side, down a bit. And this broken wing butterfly on the call side. Yeah, I did one on the call side. What a great move that was. Why did I do it on the call side? Because we were over bought on Friday. So that worked out really good, right? Up 36% in one day. And unallocated, make sure I don't have anything here. No, those were closed out. Here. So smart thing for me to do today, y'all, would be to put on a 111. And we don't get many down days. So when we do, you see how resilient those little trades are? So let's do a 111 today as the market's down. It's easier to find these trades in Tastyworks than it is in Thinkorswim. So here we go to Tastyworks. I like putting them in the micros. You can put it in SPY. You can do ES. You can do whatever you want to. But here's what I like doing. So I'll go to trade. We'll do the MES and go to the table mode. And our friend Tom said he goes to nearest to 45 days. Well, I can do that. And he looks for a long put vertical spread, 50 points wide. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 that we can buy for $10. So right now that's going for 15. So we're going to move our strikes down till we get that down to $10. Look at there, baby. All right, $10. There it is. Let's you can't do the whole order as one in Tastyworks. I believe we couldn't. So I'm going to have to go and just do that for 10. So let's get filled on that one. And I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go, how's my buying power looking? Good. Let's go with 3 tranches of this. And we're going to move it up from 1, 2, 3 tranches here. So I'll hit review and send. And there we go. We are filled. So now we got to go to the option that we can sell for $20 because we're going to pay for the loans we just bought. So we're going to sell that one for 2025. We're going to up that quantity to 3 right there. So we're going to more than pay for our little trade there. Now, I'd like to go do that same exact trade in my other account. So I'll go to trade activity and so there to give me the strikes, right? So let's go put that one on in Thinkorswim. I'll move this over to the side. I say I'll move that over to the side because it's just so much easier to build it in here. All right, so we're going to go to 45 days and let's just get this done. We're going to do the credit, the debit spread first, the 43.70. Now over here, you can do it as one order, which is kind of cool. So you can do the 43.70, 43.70. We're going to buy that one. And then we're going to sell the 43.20. 320. So we got to put debit spread for 10.25, and then we be selling the 40.30. Way on down here. Way down here at about a 12, 11, 12 delta. So we'll sell 3 of these. All right, so that'll be putting it on for credit to 10.50. Let's move all of our orders to 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 2, 3. Yeah, let's work that baby. Look at there. I'm getting a credit of $140. No buying power used on this trade based on everything that I got. Bam, baby. We are filled. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, because you'd rather put a 1-1-1 trade in on a down day. So now what I'm going to do is go to unallocated. We got those little boogers here. So we got to allocate those to, we're going to call this the 1-1-1, 1-1-1, what, 4, 5th, 1-1-1 5th, we'll call it. That one, and that one. Right click, move to group, add a group, 1-1-1 5th. All right, good. All right, so that's our 1-1-1 trade for the day. Let's see what else I want to do over here. What's going on in my Tastyworks account? Where's my Tastyworks account? Come back over here. All right, Tastyworks account. It's not bad, right, to be down all this, you know, down in the market, having all the AIM and Bain crap, and you're only down $81 on the day. That is nice. So, you know, if you're a put seller, which I am, you could easily go and, you know, sell your put closest to 60 days, you know, over here. Now, I didn't close them out on this account. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I took them on the other account, but you know, I think I'm going to let them hang in this account, all my short puts. I don't think I'm going to sell one today. Now, today's the day to sell them. You sell them on down days. I mean, that's a great day to sell them. It's just that I don't want to expose myself to too much risk. And I think we're doing just fine in this account. So 1-1-1 trade. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to do. We talked about the Black Swan hedge, adding a tranche if you can. I'm going to wait till it's down 0.4 or greater. I could have done that earlier, but I try to wait in these accounts to trade on before, you know, when we do it together, other than I did take some risk off last night and today. We talked about the 1-1-1. Oh, a broken wing butterfly. Let's do another broken wing butterfly, because those work out pretty good for us. So where are we at in price? Let's go back to our chart. Go back to our ES. Because this worked pretty good the other day. So we are overbought. So everybody understands that, right? If you're in this little area with this, where this is fair value, we're overbought. So I think the best decision for me is to do a call side broken wing butterfly in SPX. Love trading SPX. And since Ken showed us this the other day, this is what we like. Our year-to-date profit and loss says we're up $8,600 on the year in this account. And where has that profit come from? profit has come from the SPX. And little did I know it came so much from the broken wing butterflies. Heck, I just quit trading them like a dummy. That's why I should track stuff more. So we made $33.94 in this account from SPX. Why would we even stop? So let's go to trade. Let's go to, where you want to go? We got them all in here. So, 11 days out. I like it. 10 to 14 being a sweet spot. Let's go here and let's do a butterfly. So we're going to do a long put. But now we're going to do a long call butterfly. No. What am I doing? Clear. A long call butterfly. Long call butterfly. Let's see how that looks. There we go. So where do we like to go? Yeah, collect $1.75. So let's move these down. Oh, and you want to break the wing. So this is a regular butterfly. So now we want to break that wing. Now let's move it down, see if we can collect about $1 on that. No, not just you. I want you all to move. I want you all to go. But strides 245. See, we move it way out. $1.05 there. 95. $1.25. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's the 90, 95, 05. Bringing in $1.15. Probability of success 67%. Probability of getting 50%, 78%. I like it. Gives us nice positive theta. Maximum profit of there. We could lose 380 on it and a little bit of negative deltas, which is okay because we've got 203. That's my number. Best dang Boy Scout troop you'll ever see. And let's just do it. And we're filled. So let's do, I do it in the Tastyworks account first because it's easier to find the strikes. So I'm going to use these same strikes in the other account. We're going to do one over there. I don't like selling calls, but when mama tells me, Bobby, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys, and you say you would sell something again when you're in the overbought area, I say, okay, mama, I got you. Let's go over here, go to SPX. Where's those strikes? We went 11 days out, I think. 11 days out. SPX, waiting on data. Waiting on data. 11 days out. On the call side, and it looks like we did the 44.90. $44.90. Where you at? There you are. So we're going to buy the 44.90. We're going to sell the 44.95. And we're going to buy the 45.05. And we got to change this into a butterfly by selling 2 of those. So $1.15 credit. I like it. Send that, work that order. I think it got in at $1.20, so it probably won't fill there. So let's work it down to $1.15. Come on, get me filled. I say get me filled. $1.10. Oh, it's not letting me. Maybe it's already filled it. Let's see. It's just being long. Waiting T. Wait, TRG. What comes on me? Cancel by. Let me collect my garbage. Look, I got all this garbage going on. Every now and then you got to collect your garbage. Start that over. So let's go back to the monitor tab. Let's try it for $1.10. Come on, fill me, Seymour. Little shop of harbors. Well, it's taking a while to show that. There it goes. It's just slow. Slow. And I hope it ain't my machine. There we go, baby. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to go and call that BWB. There's BWB 2, 3, 4. We'll call this BWB5. So unallocated should be here. There we go, BWB5. Yep. So we'll right click, then we'll move to group BWB5, broken wing butterfly 5, BWB5. Now, since I made 30-something% in a single day, maybe I need to take off that call butterfly. Where was it at? It's probably BWB4 that we put on Friday. So it's up 36%. It's up $40, you know. If you're up 31% in a day, what does that tell you? That's a good time to close the trade. So I'll work it. You probably won't feel right off. So it says it's at 75 debit. See, the natural's $1.30. It's a little harder to close these, but I may just let that work. Just let that work. See if it gets filled. If it doesn't, we'll leave it on. All right. I did that in the other account. Okay, now I want to show y'all something. This is kind of cool. So say I'm scared to death and I'm running the AIM or BAME program or whatever. Oh, by the way, let me tell you what. I stayed in my computer lab over the weekend. I was full-blown mad scientist, and I came up with some assumptions. And here's what my assumptions were. The assumption was, let me open that up and see if I can show you. This was kind of cool. Test. I was testing out stuff over the weekend. See what this looks like. Test. All right, here's what I was testing. So I wanted to see what would happen if I, instead of doing BAME in the account, if I did AIM. So this was BAME. I mean, this was AIM. AIM made a profit of $4,284. Okay. If I had started this in March 26th at the same time that I started BAME, AIM made $42.8438. So how much did BAME make? Okay, let me see if I can find that. Data, trade analytics. Maybe it's trade analytics. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Move these where you can see everything. Beth's been playing Mario Brothers downstairs. She's got the kids doing it. All right, so I started thinking, what happened if I just, when I started the BAME or AIM on March 26th, what if I had just bought and hold? What if I just bought those 70 shares of UMDD and all these stuff that I started with, and I just held it? What would the account value be? The value of the stock. So in all three scenarios, I started out with stock being 28,699.60. If I had just bought and held those and never did a dang trade, I would have made $4,398.81. And I would have ended up with, so this is buy and hold. I would have ended up with the 581 shares that I initially bought. Now, what would have happened if I did BAME? Now, y'all, this drove me crazy. BAME, instead of making 43.98.81, BAME only made 38.84.76. BAME underperformed the buy and hold. Isn't that interesting? So, but here was the weird part, and I think it's because a couple of those stocks split and I didn't account for it. And I was like, why is my shares off? And I got real confused, but I actually have too many shares because I didn't account for the split of the stocks. I don't want to get too complicated. So I ended up with, instead of the 581 shares on BAME, I ended up with 767 shares instead of the 581. I'm like, oh my gosh. So it seems good, right? So we accumulated more assets because that's what we are. But the profit on all of these 12 was only 3,884.76. So it underperformed the buy and hold. So then I said, okay, what if I started AIM? Okay, so AIM, instead of the 38.84, instead of buy and hold making 43.98, The AIM profit made $4,284.38. So just under what the buy and hold did, right? But now here's the important thing. So it underperformed in 4 months, the buy and hold, but what's this? Here's the important thing. With far much more safety. Everybody see this? Let me get that bigger. Look at this. I made $4,284 in AIM with only 556 shares instead of the 581. So what AIM told me to do was, as those assets were all going up, it told me, hey, Bob, you need to start selling and banking some of the profits. So you see, if you only got 556 shares rather than 581 shares, you actually made more profit in this one per your existing shares that you're holding. So you're taking less risk by holding, a few less shares, which I thought was very, very good. But, this is not, I don't want y'all to poo-poo on BAME and say BAME was horrible. It only made 38.84. Yeah, but I mismanaged it some too, because I'm holding way too much stock because I didn't account for the splits and all that. So that was my fault. But it's still good. It's just that the AIM really showed up. So what I did is this. So let's say here we are with our AIM portfolio. Oh, let's see, where's it? Don't read this. This is BAME. This is really the one that's running AIM though. So let's go here. So here we are, AIM activity. We're running the AIM in our portfolio. We get no triggers today, none at all. So say you're scared though. Say fear has propped up into you and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in the TQs, I'm in the UDALs, I'm in the all this crap that could go, really, really lower if the market goes down. Now, right now I've made $1,869 in them. What if I wanted to trim this off for a while, just till this market settles down some? How would I do it? So I built an AIM rebalancing tab. I did an AIM rebalancing tab. So in other words, right now I'm 78% in stock. So say I want to rebalance my account and I want to go to, take less risk in the AIM, and all of a sudden I want to go to 50% stock. Watch what happens. Tells you exactly what to do. Isn't that cool? So it tells you how many shares you could sell in your AIM account and have your account going down to 50%. So you're taking much less risk. So then what you would do is you would make these trades and you would do it on the AIM activity tab. And rather than saying no, that this is not new capital or rebalancing or new underlying, since it is rebalancing, you would hit yes. So you're rebalancing your account. And that way it kind of keeps everything and the governor and everything at bay, and just make sure you put yes if you're doing rebalancing. So let's say you go, man, let's go all the way. Let's go down. I'm scared to death with my AIM account. So you go to the AIM rebalancing account and you say, man, I only want to be 25% in stocks. I'm getting out. Tells you exactly what to do. It even tells you what to do. Let's hopefully if you go 0, it should tell you sell them all. Yep. 127 should be the amount of shares that we have in the dashboard. Let's see. Yeah, 127, 64, 133. 127, 64, 133. So that's working just right. So I built this. I'll give you this if you want it. And you're using AIM. I don't think many of you are using AIM, but after doing my tests over the weekend, here's my thinking. I'm thinking, even though I think we need to do more testing on BAME. I think we need to do a little more testing, a little more, work with it to see if if we can figure out the hot hand. But as of now, it kind of underperformed AIM, and it underperformed buy and hold. Again, some of that's my fault because I didn't do the shares right, blah, blah, blah. But that's just my leaning. My leaning is AIM is so good. I'm not sure that that BAME is going to be able to outperform AIM. I'm just not sure. So we'll still play with it. I know Jason is using it in his account. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, is AIM better? Not sure. So if you want to run either one, run it. So let's go back to 78% where we are now. telling me to do nothing. So if you're like, man, I'm bullish, I want to really go more stock, well, go 85%. They'll tell you what to do, right? Tell you the exact amount of shares that you need to buy to accomplish that in your portfolio. Or heck, let's go 100%, baby. Boom. So we've got a nice little thing here that tells you exactly what to do. Again, if you're going to use it and you're going to use AIM, use at your own risk. Don't be mad when something blows up, and because I test things in real time. I don't like paper trading. Paper trading is good. It helped me for many, many years, trust me. But now I'm at the point that I'd rather see what it does with real money. And so far, AIM is doing well. BAME is doing well. Buy and held would have done well too. Actually, I'd have made more money if I'd have just bought home. But I think over the long term, AIM is going to show its head. AIM is going to be like, oh yeah, baby, you just wait. I'm going to give you more money with less risk, because as price goes up, what happens? As price goes up, we start selling off things. Let me show you that. So let's say that UMDD price goes to $40. I'm just going to type in 40. Let's see what happens. Then this thing's going to say, hey, Bobby, book the profit. You need to be buying, you need to be selling that, taking that profit. All right, let's say that now let's say that price goes from 31.59. Oh, hey. 31.60, and let's say price goes down to $10. I mean, it just crashes. Look at there. You're going to get a signal that you need to buy 215 shares. Why? Because the mid caps went down, baby. Buy some shares. Buy low, sell high. That is what AIM does. It buys low and sells high. It's really kind of a cool little concept. Now, this is not the strict deal that Lacello did, right? I've got my own little take on this. I've got the governor. He didn't have the governor in there. I put a governor in there. You Breaking Bad people, remember the governor with the little eye? Boy, he ain't nothing compared to that alpha girl. Boy, she is nuts. So she is crazy. I'm starting to watch the next to the last season right now. Anyway, I just thought this was kind of cool that now we've built something that'll tell you exactly what to do. So if you want less stress, Matt, if you want less stress, baby, you want to buy low and sell high, this is what you do. You put your stuff in a AIM program and just let it run. And you open it up every day and you say, hey, do I get a trigger? Do I get a trigger? Give me a trigger. And it tells you exactly what to do. So it's very cool. Now, hopefully at some point, I'll get this AIM or BAME, whichever one we're doing, we get it hooked up to Thinkorswim so it automatically makes those trades for me. So I never miss a trade. Now, do I recommend that for you? No. I mean, don't trust this thing. I built it, y'all. Look at me. Good Lord. I mean, I make the worst mistakes of all. Y'all seen me make the mistakes. So don't trust me on anything. But if you want to play around with it, it's really fun. But this is no stress here for me. It buys low and it sells high. And the cool thing is, let's say that there's something that you like. Let's say that you want to start trading Apple. Well, why don't you put Apple into your AIM program? Well, how much would you put? Well, our current stock value ranges from 3,000 to 4,000 to 2,000 and these different things. So, you could take your total account value, multiply by 78%, and I guess you could reallocate among the things, or you could just say, man, I'm going to go up. I'm going to buy me, $5,000 worth of Apple. So do that. Put Apple in your program. Well, how would you do that, Bob? Well, you come over here and you go Apple, number of shares that you bought, trade date, price, blah, 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 blah. Is it new capital, rebalancing, or a new underlying? Well, yeah. So then you have to come over to your AIM dashboard and you'd have to, insert a row, and you put AAPL, and you have copy all these things down so it picked up the stuff on Apple. And maybe we'll do that one day, and I'll show you. Like, if I'm bullish on Apple, then we'll buy Apple and put Apple in the program. But you can use whatever you want, and that's the cool thing about it. you know, let's say you're a FANG person. You want to buy FANG stocks, Facebook, blah, 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 Apple, Netflix, Google, what you can put all that into this program. And it'll tell you when to hold them and when to fold them, baby. When to hold them, when to fold them. It's a very cool little system. It drives itself. As long as my formulas are correct, which I think they are. All right. Any questions at all? How y'all doing out there? Are y'all scared as I am? I'm not scared. I'm just saying we've got a lot of incompetent people in our government. And it's really a shame what's happened in Afghanistan. And I cannot believe that the market is just not, you know, selling off. I mean, I would think that we would be just selling off because what's going to potentially happen, but we're not. Look at this. We are, let's keep going up. Hey, we'll be positive on the day before it's over with. Check us out. Well, maybe not. All right. So y'all have a good day. You got any questions about anything? Then let me know, and I will see y'all tomorrow.